For many, summer is their favorite time of year. If you asked around, many people would vote for summer all year long. And why wouldn't they? Spending all day outside, relaxing by the pool, swimming, family vacations to the beach, and the warmth that allows for infinite outdoor activities. When asking about 12 months of summer, leaving out one small detail could give you a completely different answer. Tell those polled about the consequences of this unnatural state of weather, and their feelings toward the subject may drastically differ. Global warming, also referred to as global climate change, is a gradual increase in the overall temperature of the atmospheres, or the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect, caused by increased levels of carbon dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and other pollutants. The effects of global warming continue to prove that it is a major problem by the melting of glacial bodies, extreme weather faced by forests, farms, and cities, and increased allergies, asthma, and infectious disease outbreaks. A Yale survey showed that 1 in 8 Americans believe global warming is not a threat that they will see in their lifetime. A more recent survey showed that 4 out of 10 college students believe that it doesn't exist at all. It is extremely easy to find a multitude of supported research and studies related to this exponentially increasing importance of this subject matter. According to the Natural Resource Defense Council, average temperatures in the Arctic are rising twice as fast as everywhere else in the world. With warmer weather, the ice sheets are melting rapidly, and having an adverse effect on plants, wildlife, and human inhabitants in the area. Polar bears, seals, seabirds, walrus, ice algae are just some fighting for survival. Gulls, sea bears, and walrus need the ice to nest and bear young. Walrus feed on the clams that live on the bottom of the ocean. With the receding ice, they will have to travel farther and less ice to travel on. Ice algae has died and is being replaced by a less effective form of freshwater seaweed due to the melting ice caps, which has created a 30-meter thick layer of ice. Those indigenous to the region find that it's harder to predict weather patterns. Marine hunters are also having trouble walking on the ice due to thinning, and they cannot reach their prey. Sea ice is unstable, unusual weather patterns are occurring, and vegetation cover is changing. And particular animals are no longer found in traditional hunting areas during specific seasons. The locals are becoming unfamiliar, making people feel like strangers in their own land. The NRDC estimates that by 2100, the levels of the world's oceans will rise between 1 and 4 feet. This puts island and coastal nations and cities at risk, part being partially covered by water or completely dissolved. Just a few of these cities are New York, Los Angeles, Miami, Sydney, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro. Due to this change in weather, forests, farms, and cities will face troublesome new pests, heat waves, heavy downpours, and increased flooding. According to the National Climate Assessment, over the last 50 years, much of the U.S. has seen increases in prolonged periods of excessively high temperatures, heavy downpours in some regions, and severe floods and droughts. Nationally, heat waves are nearly triple the long-term average. Rates of water loss due to the drought are double the long-term average, and heavy precipitation is more than 30% above the average. Between 1901 and 1960, this was again below the 30% that it is now. Warmer air can hold more water vapor than cooler air, and is playing a large role in the extreme downpours that are occurring throughout the globe. With the unpredictable weather patterns and a rise in the temperatures, climate change is spreading different, and in some cases opposite weather to certain regions of the world. This is opening new doors to new niches that were not previously inhabitable by certain species. Pests are able to thrive in areas that would otherwise have been uninhabitable. Native species are no longer going to be under control because the predators of their specific habitats either do not migrate or they cannot migrate, thus allowing them to thrive on arrival. Along with the migration of pets comes their diseases. Many of these diseases can be of different origins and can be spread in a multitude of ways. They can be spread throughout crops, pollination, bites, and feces. With the contamination and diseases being of foreign design, those exposed typically do not have the ability or the immediate capability to handle such a threat. These threats and changes are not a newly discussed topic. This debate has been going on for over 200 years, and there's something that is not going away. Global warming is a hot topic, no pun intended, and this will need to be vigorously and accurately addressed. Without regulation and actions, this will only continue to get worse. The extreme weather and horrible outbreaks of disease and pests, as well as the species affected by the melting of the glaciers, will all continue to rapidly grow and increase exponentially, if not contained and decreased. It will all take years of human dedication and ingenuity to reverse the effects of the buildup in greenhouse gases. But I feel as though mankind is on the right path to making this planet better.